Evening. This is Isaac Lenard, and I'm back again. Let's talk about politics and let us just know what is wrong at your place, what is wrong at your sublocation, what is wrong in your location, that is your ward, and what is wrong in your constituency. What do you feel it is really not done, especially from where you come from? And majorly today I come with one focus, and my focus is on propaganda. The propaganda that we are really facing, especially in our Kenyan politics, is too much, whereby we've had so many things, people claiming that somebody killed someone, somebody killed the other person, somebody did this, somebody did that. Even today, from the mouth of the president of Kenya, he himself, he said that some who were actually killing people and damning them in Rivayala, and we've seen those people who are associated to the president as well claiming and actually naming the very person whom they were attacking. Now, as a country, we are in a country whereby I think with the democracy in our country, we are allowed to talk because we can share our feeling, and again we can share what we feel that it's right, especially on where we come from. But my main question here, whereby my business is that my business is asking, why is it that wherever we head to our how do we call it, to the general elections, we face all propaganda. As Kenyans, we get to see a lot of propaganda. Why? And why is it that wherever we headed to politics, especially the general elections, we get people who come with propaganda? And what are we going to do, especially with what we are facing today, to avoid the propaganda? I remember in politics, people should be talking about real issues, and people should be talking about what is affecting the Kenyans and not what they feel like it is affecting the Kenyans. Because especially at this hour, we should be talking that as a Kenya, we are facing lack of enough funds, because when I was listening to Matiang'i yesterday, he tried to focus on some major things. That is number one, he focused on State House being given a large amount of money, especially in this financial year. They got a lot of money, billions of money, whereby main sectors such like education, such like health, the health department, such like even the teachers, they didn't get such kind of an amount that State House got. And that is why he was trying to ask, is there surgery which is really done in State House for these two offices, the two offices, executive, the president and the deputy president, together with the cabinet secretaries who have their offices in the State House. So those are the main questions. Asking, is that not an agenda when the current president of is trying to say, this is not the current thing that, or right, is not the real thing that men actually are up to have an agenda. They don't have something UK position on what they are trying to discuss, what they are bringing to the table. There are real questions. Now, we expected as the president, because he is the president, he should have answered like, there is a problem with Tuju currently. He never said anything. I remember actually remember, wherever there is a problem in our country, we should be addressing it directly. He was in Nairobi, and actually a massacre happened, another massacre. I don't know how to call it, if it's a massacre or anything, but again, let us talk about this. He went to Nairobi. He said that we have a collaboration together with the county of Nairobi, and after that we really saw what happened, especially to the county, and even after them coming together as a pact, that is the government and the national government and the county government, still we actually saw what we've never seen in Nairobi, especially the March flood that we are seeing. And actually today I can confirm bias. Today, we've seen the pressure of Kenyans is trying to make the current governor has been a problem. Now, doesn't mean that he never saw this. Mean that he never really saw, because in our country we have got the department of especially when we talk about the weather, they do tell people that we are going to experience much rainfall this season, and this kind of counties they will be receive this kind of rain. And actually we have got the disaster management units. Why were they not actually responding to that, especially when they actually add that we are going to experience much rainfall, especially in those kind of counties. It's not, in Nairobi, it's not high, it is not an highland. It's actually a place whereby many people are living, and again, it's not an highland, it's a flat place, and we expected to see such kind of a thing. And that's why in Kisumu, with just it being a county, it has not really experienced that much floods as it was experienced there before the devolution. Before the devolution was actually impactful. Now it's impactful, and to those counties you can talk of, especially Kisumu, whereby we used to experience a lot of floods, but now you can see the impact of the current governor. Now that is why we're asking ourselves, these people are agenda based. They are agenda based. They're asking, where is it this money? Matiang'i aliuliza, hizi pesa zinaenda wapi? Hizi pesa zinaenda wapi? You see? Matiang'i akamaliza. Na huyu mzee anaitwa Rigathi Gachagua came out akasema, na hii place inaitwa how do we call it, the KNH, Kenyatta National Hospital, pia ilikuwa nataka ichukuliwe na moja, which I'm not sure, but actually to his words alikuwa anasema hii nataka kuchukuliwa na Kasongo. Ya pili akasema railway sijui nini nataka kuchukuliwa na Kasongo. Akasema nini hii mambo ya privatization inataka kuchukuliwa na Kasongo. You remember the same thing was actually which was actually talked, or rather revealed by, how do we call it, Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro explained that the same thing. He said kwamba the government is a lot of money to tell us that the investors from outside Kenya, they are coming, as they are coming, wherever they are coming, these investors, they want to buy a certain media organization, and that is the same thing. But actually, Ndidi Nyoro was trying to caution us. Huyo hao si investors wa nje au ni investors wa ndani. And you get to ask yourself, why is it that this thing is happening and these people are like they're blinded and they're not saying it? Actually, they're not responding. What the president responded this afternoon, he said hawatu hawana agenda. Hawana agenda, ni wakabila. Okay, talking about what he actually focused on yesterday, is all about corruption. Is corruption part of tribalism? It's not. Yeah, you can just accept with me, because it has reached a point, like, as a country, we should not accept to be lied unto. Number one, we are going to hear about the agenda and what people promised and they haven't done, and what they have planned and what they are planning. Actually, today I saw the KISII County Governor, that is Governor Paul Simbarati. He was at one of the CS's office, and actually he went there to see what can be done to Gusii Stadium. That was the promise which was made some months ago. That it was in January, when actually the president came, and this happens because we know next week the president will be in KISII. He knows how to counter things. And trust me, even after coming, So in that, these pictures were seen. The governor was in Tunya's office as the secretary, the cabinet secretary. And again, after he was seen that office, remember, next week, William Saruto, after Kakamega this week, he will be in KISII. No, now the president will be using this word. Niliambia Simbarati alienda kwa ofisi, na huyu Simbarati mliambiwa, si alikuja hapo nje, si alikuja akawaambia maneno mazuri, si mliona alikuwa kwa Tunya, ofisi ya Tunya, alafu na our governor atasema, mimi mheshimiwa rais ulinituma kwa ofisi ya Tunya, na nilipofika kwa ofisi ya Tunya ifana mpangilio, na ukweli ni kwamba mimi naona kama hii stadium ya KISII unasikia makofi itapigwa vizuri sana. But again, we can't forget, because media doesn't forget. When you talk about the KISII prison, the KISII prison is another one whereby KISII prison alikuwa amesema next week on Monday itakuwa inatolewa pale inapelekwa kwingine. Una get? So that is kind of a lie, because up to now there's nothing that has been done. The contractors when alikuwa amesema wanakuda ground kutengeneza hizo houses, the house ambazo alikuwa amesema, of course they are impactful. It's only that the problem was mimi najua we should be talking about an agenda. Yeah, that was a good agenda. Ataleta, unajua hizo nyumba zilikuwa hapo, rent zitashuka hapo, ma landlords wako within Watanzania kama rent imeanza kukua hivyo, alafu to balance, unaona, it is impactful. But again, with now focusing on implementing something and actually doing it, it's another problem. And you see that we haven't seen any contractor in that place, because currently, if the contractor will have to come to KISII prison, the problem is that maybe in that kind of a way, maybe prisoners will run away, because the prison has not been moved to where it was to be moved to, which actually we haven't been told about where it was going to be moved to and why. The reason he gave is that we want to build the housing a project that we have, which is nationally. We will have to have those offices there, or rather those houses being built in there. So the housing project was to actually commence the following week. But up to now, we are saying, when we are talking about, we are focused on agenda, that agenda hasn't been done. And that is why people are asking themselves, what is this? And why is it that it's happening right away, that we haven't really experienced it happening? You see? So those are the kind of agenda that we are talking about. And now, as a governor, in whichever place you are, now, you have your own governor. I know you can be coming from any different, whichever county that you are coming from, and your governor is there and he's not doing something. What are you supposed to do? You just say 2 term or just say 1 term? That just talk the thing. The difference is here that wakati mtu si mtenda kazi, lazima tambio kwamba wewe maliza yako uende, si ndio? That's okay. The difference here ni kwamba watu tunasema 2 term, lakini ukweli ni kwamba, let us just talk ukweli ni kwamba wakati mtu aufanye kazi vizuri, utaenda tu hiyo term, mambo itaisha, si ndio? I remember wakati devolution ilikuwa inakuja Kenya, wale ma MPs na MCAs walikuwa wanatuomba tu vizuri sana, especially devolution. Kulikuwa na senator, kulikuwa na MCA, governor nini. So wakati walianzanga hiyo maneno, wakakuja kwetu wakatuambia, unajua mimi natembelea mguu, nimekuja kuomba kura. Hata kuna aspirant mwenye alipeana kama 20 shillings kwa kila mtu na akachaguliwa. Na pia alipanga Wakenya vizuri wa hiyo kijiji, akawaambia, unajua mimi aliwa promise heaven, and by the way after kupewa hiyo kura bado hakufanya anything. You see, so it happened, wakati ili happen hivyo, wakati walienda kwa uchaguzi wakashinda na wakakosa kufanya kazi, waliambiwa nini mnaenda nyumbani, wako waambia 1 term imekuja saa hii, nini mtaenda nyumbani. So this 1 term ilikuja na mtu mmoja, na huyu mtu mmoja alisema wewe lazima utakuwa 1 term. So wakati imekuja tu eti wewe utakuwa 1 term, reason ni kwamba adafana kile kitu ambacho wananchi walikuwa nakusudia afanye, una get? So that is the real problem that we are facing as a country, and we should be open that ukikasirisha na mtu si unamwambia tu mimi sitakupea vote yangu. That is what people do. So wherever you are, you are a Kenyan, you're actually issue based. Like your mind is based on what has this person done to me, and am I supposed to vote for him or am I not? So after that, what am I supposed to do? Because after all, I am the very Kenyan. I'm not representing myself, but actually I'm represented by this kind of a person. So wherever we are saying, or rather when people are saying, this person is one term, it's to mean that wamechoka na uongozi wake because of some agenda ambazo amefana ama ameenda against ambazo adafana. So when you hear someone saying one term, that is it. Now tumalize pale sasa. The government has allocated some amount, and we know what is happening now. Stima, tuseme tu ukweli, stima MCA ndiye anafaa kushughulikia stima kwa wadi yake through mambo ya government ikipeana kitu inapeana kwa MP wanaangalia na MCA. So I'm actually back. Sorry for the internet interruptions. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that at the end of it all, we'll have to agree on one thing. We'll have to agree that finally, after there is a disbursement of a certain amount, and actually it has been given to the county level. From the county level, now the governor gets to assure that this amount is here, and or rather it is given to the office of the member of parliament, and from there they get to discuss and to agree, like this amount tutapea ward fulani, this amount tutapea ward fulani, hawa watu wa eneo fulani hakuna stima. So mobilizing inakuwa ni between the watu wa member of parliament offices na watu wa ward offices, na hiyo maneno inakuwa mzuri. So to a point whereby now the president is coming to launch mambo ya stima kwa vijiji. It's not really okay. There is wastage of money and resources, especially from the government, to go and launch kwa streets za huko nyumbani. Hiyo ni place ya MP. The kazi ya president ni kuingia kwa barabara za national. Barabara za national ndio anafaa kwenda launch. So mimi nashangaa. Yani you can't be doing everything actually the president can't be doing everything. Kwani hakuna deputy, hakuna cabinet secretary? Because I used to see these people were working. Hakuna CS. What is the work of CS, by the way? CS anafaa kwenda tu pale pia ashughulikie story. Si lazima the president atoe kwa state house kwenda kwa kijiji kwanza kuambia watu, si ndio, si maneno ya shetani itaisha hapa ndani. Kwani ni maneno gani ya shetani? Ni maneno gani ya shetani ilikuwa inaisha huko Kakamega? Maneno ya shetani itaisha lini? Eti maneno ya shetani itaisha hapa? No, he should have really organized with the MP wana wafungue hiyo kitu, wasema it's courtesy the president. That is it, because actually it's not a man that we have to see the president being there ndio kazi ifanyike. Aje sasa, si inapeana tu vizuri, because hata saa hii nikikwambia ukweli, hii ange identify hizo place lazima zingekuwa identified na MP nini. Sasa waanze kutumia pesa za serikali sasa. That is why the state house is using a lot of money, na Wakenya wanaendelea kulia hawana pesa. Vijana wamenyimwa pesa za help hapa zimepunguzwa, and then we are saying as much as they are getting that amount it's okay. Eti wengine ni watoto wa matajiri, they are getting enough, and it's not really in order, especially at this hour, or rather this season where we are facing all this. Let us really get back and understand what is happening to the Kenyans, and understand the real issues, and actually come out and rather come back with real solutions, because it's a country that we need solutions, and not a country that we need really to be propaganda hapa na pale. Eti hawa hawana agenda, hao ni wakabila. Don't be misled. Wewe ni Mkenya, usisikie mambo ya mtu, sikia kitu amesema kama ina make sense. Sasa Yeye anasema hao hawana agenda, hao hawana nini. Is it issue based? Is it an agenda? It's not an agenda. Eti wao ni sijui wengine walirusha watu kwa River Yala. Is that an agenda? It's not an agenda. We want an agenda. And for a government right away, we don't need an agenda. We need agenda being done. That is it. Out of 250 what? 259 points. He has only delivered 7 points. So 7 points out of 259 points. Really? That percentage, since they got the power, it does not. And again, there's this podcast we were having the other day, and actually we were discussing that a governor in Nairobi wants another term for him to finish what he has seen in Nairobi. Kwani wakati ulikuwa unaingia kwa ofisi uko unaona hii maneno unafaa kuiona before uingie kwa ofisi. Acha kusema eti uko kwa ofisi na unataka another term ndio utekeleze hiyo maneno. You are there and you've been seeing the problem, and wakati ulienda kwa interviews, nilikuwa naona pala interviews za Nairobi, you are saying kwamba you are the solution for Nairobi. Which solution are you? Are you the solution or you are the main problem in Nairobi? As a governor, come with a solution. Mambo ya kusema another term, hiyo ni ujinga. Personally, that is according to me. I'm saying hiyo ni ujinga. Kwa sababu hata wakati ulikuwa shule, ulikuwa unaambiwa kupita ni saa hii, si kupita si siku nyingine. Kupita ni saa hii. Kwa hivyo hakikisha upite. Sababu utapita kesho, utapita kupita kwako kitapita saa hii. Na usipopita leo utaenda klasi nyingine. That is what actually we were using. Kwamba wherever unashindwa kupita au utakuwa promoted. That's the same thing. Kwamba wakati utatekeleza mambo ya wananchi au utapewa another term. It's that simple. So that's why watu wanasemanga wherever hii ndio wananchi pia, because actually yesterday or rather the other week tulienda kwa constituency ya Kisumu South, barabara ya MCA. Huyo mama kuna mama fulani alikuwa mgonjwa, alikuwa kwa barabara, alafu alikuwa na mtoto wake mjukuu. Huyo mjukuu alikuwa anampanguza mguu akimpona sababu mtoto hayuko sawa, lakini mshosho hayuko sawa. Wako na duka tu iko kwa karibu na barabara. Kwa hiyo barabara iko na matope. I can share the pictures later, or rather another video ambayo nitakuwa na upload hapa. So the problem was that this mama, she was there and she was actually experiencing a lot of pain, na nilikuwa namuuliza na unatokanga hapa aje ukienda kwa hospitali, and she was saying actually hakunipea majibu mingi, aliniambia huyo ni one time. Aliniambia huyo ni one time, MCA ametusumbua ni one time, because barabara mahali yako anatokanga hapo, mvua ilikuwa imenyesha, kulikuwa kubaya sana. Sasa mimi nikaenda kuangalia na eneo kumenyesha, na eneo hii barabara ni mbaya, Mungu si saidia watu jamani. Hai, tulichukua video like 1 kilometer, barabara imeharibika tu, matope. Uzuri tu sisi tulikuwa tumevalia rubber shoes ama sports shoes, so hatuku complain. Juu actually kulikuwa na jua hiyo siku haikuwa imenyesha. Tunashukuru Mungu hiyo siku hatukunyeshewa hapo, because I'm sure kama tungenyeshewa hapa hata kutembea tungetembea, because media we are used to talk and again to walk, na pia kuangalia problems maliziko. So let us just talk about actually, tuangalie pale, ama wewe ni Mkenya, angalia issue, don't check on just because huyu mtu ni wa kwetu, huyu mtu ni wa mahali fulani. No, angalia tu agenda. Hii Kenya ndio maana watu wanaanza kusuambia hapa eti ukiwa tribe fulani utaongoza. It's because ukabila iko kwa kichwa. Tunasema ukiwa kiongozi ambao uko unaongoza hii Kenya na itaenda mbali, kate si maono yako. Because wanasema bila maono nchi imekufa. And that's what we are saying. Kama mtu ambaye au kwa ofisi ana maono, wacha akae one term. Wakenya, msiogope kusema one term. Ongea, sababu you have the right ya kujiongea. Jiongee kabisa, sema ni one term, kama ni two term sema ni two term. Na ukweli ni kwamba kwa ballot, by the end of the day, kwa ballot uende uchukue voters card asubuhi na mapema. Ukishapata hiyo voters card, enda pale, sema sasa huyu mtu ni one term na hiyo mambo imekwisha. Vote against that person, mtu mwenye umeona ni mzuri, vote yeye, mambo imalizike pale. Na ukiona kwamba wewe unatishiwa kwa sababu unasema maneno ya one term, usiongee. Wewe jiweke kwa akili, na ukijekea kwa akili, ukifika kwa ballot, andika utoe machozi yako ya mwisho, na wakati utasikia tu huyo mtu ametoka, ufurahi kabisa, because at the end of it all, yule ambaye anako represent pale mahali utachagua, mtu ambao utachagua, huyo ndio huyo, na huyo ndio utachagua, and that is it. That's all for today. This is Isaac Lenard, and actually you can support this by being a subscriber if you have not subscribed. And again, you can as well send a text to say how did you experience this broadcast, what do you want us to change, na itakuwa ni mzuri sana. Mimi naitwa Isaac Lenard, and this is PILMEDIA Group. Continue following us for more content. God bless you and have a good evening, and so far God bless you so much. Asante sana wa kujoin, na kama pia ungependa tu kusimama na sisi especially on streaming stuff, please you can contact me on 0758253748, 0758253748, and for more engagements we can talk right there. God bless you and goodbye. Endelea kusema maneno ya one time, lakini pia fikiria on someone who has got an agenda. God bless you.